Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for coming this morning. As the Mayor, His Worship would say, welcome to a typical, glorious winter day in Saskatchewan. My name is Karen Chad, and I'm the Vice President of Research at the University of Saskatchewan. And it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to this very special funding announcement. Well, today is indeed a very exciting and a proud day for our university. The honored guests that we have assembled here with us are about to make an announcement of historic importance to the University of Saskatchewan that will help us generate life-changing discoveries with both national and global impact. This is an announcement of a major investment in people and in talent that will involve researchers from across the campus in many diverse areas, many diverse fields that will help position the University of Saskatchewan as one of the most distinguished universities in Canada and one of the best in the world in a leading area. The University of Saskatchewan is exceedingly pleased to partner with our federal and our provincial governments on this announcement. Their foresight and their vision and their absolute support helps us build on our research strengths to achieve world-leading expertise and innovation. Before we get started with this special partnership announcement, I'd like first of all to introduce you to the very distinguished guests we have with us this morning. Representing Federal Industry Minister Tony Clement is Brad Trost, Member of Parliament for Saskatoon-Humboldt. The Honourable Rob Norris, Saskatchewan Minister of Advanced Education, Employment and Labour, who will make a major funding announcement on behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan. President Peter Mckinnon will provide his remarks on behalf of the University of Saskatchewan. And as well, we have as our honoured guests this morning, His Worship the Mayor, Don Atchison, and Member of Parliament, Kelly Block. Our final special guest, whom we will hear from a bit later, is internationally acclaimed researcher Dr. Howard Weeder, whom I will introduce more fully in a couple of minutes. Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon Brad Trost to make a very special funding announcement.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming here today on this exciting day for the University of Saskatchewan, for the City of Saskatoon, and for our new friend, Dr. Weeder. Our government recognizes that jobs of the future will be created by talented, skilled, and creative people, whose research and ability to mobilize and commercialize innovative ideas are the most critical elements to ensuring economic growth over the long term. Today's announcement is the result of a vision that the government set out in 2007, guided by Canada's Science and Technology Strategy. That vision is of a Canada that provides individuals, families, communities with a cleaner, safer environment, better medicines, better healthcare, improved communications, and stronger research and educational opportunities. The same year that the strategy was launched, we recognized that Canada needs to attract, train, and keep more talent here in Canada, creating jobs for Canadians. Simply put, Canada has to become more than ever a magnet for talent from the entire world. That is why our government established the Canadian Excellence Research Chairs program to establish prestigious research chairs in universities across the country. As world-leading researchers conduct research in Canada, they will create opportunities for fellow researchers to collaborate and share. They will create rich learning opportunities for students at Canadian universities. They will open up global network connections at both the business and academic levels with their home countries. And they will position Canadian universities as centers of research of excellence, which will attract more talent in the future. We are working in partnership with provinces, non-governmental organizations, international organizations, and industry to leverage our investments, and we would like to thank them very, very much for their contributions. So without further ado, I would like to present to you the first Canadian Excellence Research Chairholder here at the University of Saskatchewan, Dr. Howard Wheater, Chairholder in Water Security. Dr. Wheater's research will address industrial and social needs such as drought management, agriculture water use and pollution, and management of waste from mine sites. And in a province that as dry as ours, where water is as important with the agriculture, you will be very, very busy. This new chairholder will be joining the best and brightest from some of our other research and development focused programs, such as the Vanier Canada Graduate Scholarships. Just last week, Minister Clement announced the second cohort of Vanier scholarships, 174 of them, who are among the world's foremost doctoral students and who will be studying at universities all across Canada. Both of these prestigious programs will help our universities attract and train the next generation of researchers and innovators, and both programs will ensure Canada's competitiveness in the future. And to ensure that they have the tools needed to accomplish these objectives, the Knowledge Infrastructure Program is investing $2 billion to renew college and university infrastructure across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, our government is proud of the science and technology strategy we set out for the country. And through programs like CERC, we are even more confident than ever that our strategy is on track in having an impact, ensuring that the jobs of the future are created right here in Canada today. To our new shareholder here today, I say the first of many warm welcomes. Welcome to Saskatoon, welcome to Saskatchewan, welcome to the university, welcome to Canada. We look forward to having you here for a very, very long time. Wherever you have come to join us from today, you will discover campuses in Canada that are vibrant centers of excellence, and you will find the drive for innovation growing even stronger. No thanks in small part, the presence of people here and presence of people like yourself who are now coming here. Thank you very much for coming today and celebrating this occasion with us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Trost. Well, the Saskatchewan government is a very long and very honorable partner of the University of Saskatchewan. And we're so very pleased today to have the Honorable Rob Norris, Minister of Advanced Education, Employment and Labour, here with us to bring a message from the province of Saskatchewan.
Karen, thanks very much, and to a number of distinguished guests, Your Worship, great to see you this morning. MP Trost, MP Block, I see Councillor Hill is also here. Obviously, President Mckinnon, it's always great to see you. Professor Wheater and Karen Chad, thanks very much for your guidance this morning and always on major research initiatives. On behalf of Premier Brad Wall, on behalf of the Government of Saskatchewan, and most especially on behalf of the Ministry of Advanced Education, Employment and Labour, that I have the honour of serving, in cooperation in this instance with some very, very coordinated work with my colleague, the Honourable Nancy Hepner, the Minister responsible for the Environment. I'm absolutely delighted to be here this morning. I'm pleased to be back on campus to announce our provincial support of the Canada Excellence Research Chair at the University of Saskatchewan, one of only 13 universities across the country to receive one of these, what I call super chairs. The province of Saskatchewan is matching the federal monies by investing $10 million over the next 7 years in this prestigious research chair, an initiative that will help to protect our clean and safe water for the people of this province today and well into the future. The selection of the University of Saskatchewan for a Canada Excellence Research Chair highlights the outstanding work that is underway on this campus and across our province. Your government is working to ensure that you understand in tangible measure our continuing commitment to post-secondary students, to our faculty members and researchers and staff, and obviously to our institutions, most especially today, the University of Saskatchewan. Investing in this super chair is an unparalleled opportunity for Saskatchewan and Canada to make a leading contribution to the to the science of water security, thereby helping local, national, and global communities. This investment also directly contributes to our government's vision for a more diversified, knowledge-based, innovation-driven economy, and of course, more creative communities that we see flourishing right across our wonderful province. Saskatchewan is striving to be a leader in innovation, and to do so, we need important partners. And the University of Saskatchewan is playing a vital role in this regard. This chair represents an opportunity, a national opportunity, for the University of Saskatchewan to be at the forefront of water science, thereby bolstering the capacity of Canada in environmental and life sciences well into the future. A fundamental component of the CERC chair relates to the recruitment of top researchers from around the world to develop ambitious research programs. The funding today that's matched by many partners helps to attract the best and brightest in their respective fields of expertise, and we're absolutely delighted, Dr. Weider, to have you here, especially focused on something so fundamental as our water. And I see Susan Lamb here. You understand the significance, certainly within this city and well beyond. Professor Weider, I want to extend to you, as MP Trost has, a warm welcome. We've had a chance to speak on the phone on previous occasions and correspond by email, but it's an honor to have you join us today, and it's a real honor for you to be undertaking the work, not just this year, but well into the future, regarding the significance of water in Saskatchewan. This is consistent with our broader objective, and I think our commitment that we can again tangibly demonstrate progress towards investing in post-secondary education. We've seen a 5% increase in a difficult budget year towards post-secondary institutions right across the province. The vision, quite simply, is this: excellence and innovation and inclusion that allows us to speak about affordability and accessibility and equity, and also effectiveness, undertaking work that matters to the people of this province. This announcement today, the CERC chair, is reflective of that framework of excellence, of innovation, of inclusion, and effectiveness, something that matters to the people of this province and well beyond. As well, the CERC chair, as it's come to the University of Saskatchewan, reflects the increasing prominence and profile of the University of Saskatchewan in this province, across the country, and well beyond. We understand the significance of the work here, and your provincial government is delighted to share in this investment. Professor Weider, President Mckinnon, congratulations, and thank you for all you do for our province.
Thank you very much, Minister Norris. What I'd like to do now in the program is invite Brad Trost and Dr. Weider to step forward. As Mr. Trost would like to make a presentation to Dr. Weider, he will present Howard with a pin on behalf of all the chairholders.
Part of the U of S. Congratulations. Welcome to Saskatchewan. Thank you so much.
How very, very exciting. Now what I'd like to do is call upon our very own President Peter Mckinnon from the University of Saskatchewan, who would say a few words.
Thank you very much, Karen. If you look at a job description for a university president, you'll see right up at the top of the list under qualifications, must be willing and ready and able to say thank you. It's right there in the job description. And that's really why I'm here this morning, to say thank you to so many, including all of you, for being here. Your Worship, thank you. Great interest, commitment, support for the University of Saskatchewan. Pleasure to see you this morning. And Member of Parliament Kelly Block, thank you as well for joining us. Your engagement with the university and commitment to the university is also very much apparent. Delighted, Councillor Hill, that you could be with us too. And we're joined by the incoming chair of the Board of Governors of the University of Saskatchewan, Nancy Hopkins, and the kind of public service contribution that represents is absolutely huge, and delighted, Nancy, that you could be with us this morning. Welcome, one and all. Today's event in celebration of our Canada Excellence Research Chair underscores the great things that partnership and vision can bring. A $30 million investment over 7 years, shared equally by the federal and Saskatchewan governments and the University of Saskatchewan with the help of our friends and supporters, has drawn one of the world's foremost hydrologists to our campus. As our Canada Excellence Research Chair in Water Security, Dr. Howard Wheater will establish a new global institute for water security that will undoubtedly become one of the world's leading centers of research excellence. We will be at the forefront of efforts to solve the many critical issues of water quality and water security facing Canada and the world. In fact, this new Water Security Institute has the potential to transform how the world uses and manages water. This level of investment is unprecedented for a research chair in the province. We will be able to attract some of the best and the brightest to our campus. Very soon, we will be putting out advertisements to fill some of the 85 positions that this CERC will create. These include 6 faculty, 48 graduate students, 20 postdoctoral fellows, and 10 support staff. This $30 million investment will pay dividends for years to come in cutting-edge research, unprecedented training opportunities, and new innovative tools and technologies. New approaches to policy development will also be an important outcome. Of course, to bring research to bear on major world challenges like water security takes a big vision and a willingness to pool resources on a large scale. Mr. Trost, I would like to congratulate your government on this brilliant new CERC program, which will add substantially to Canada's research capacity. There's no doubt that the brain gain resulting from bringing 19 world-leading researchers to 13 campuses across the country will have a huge impact on universities, on regions throughout the country, and on Canada's ability to compete internationally in the knowledge-based economy. I would like to express how grateful we are, Mr. Trost, for this investment in our talent, knowledge, and ability to innovate. Federal support through the Canada Foundation for Innovation has helped provide the world-class facilities, such as the Aquatic Toxicology Research Facility and the Toxicology Centre, that have contributed to our success. In addition to the $10 million in federal support from the CERC program, we're grateful, too, for the in-kind support from Environment Canada for this initiative. Our Water Security Institute will be co-located with Environment Canada's National Hydrology Research Centre at Innovation Place. This co-location will provide outstanding opportunities for collaborative research and training. The National Hydrology Research Centre also hosts the United Nations Environment Programme's Global Environment Monitoring System, known as GEMS Water, which already works closely with the U of S team of researchers. And earlier this year, this team received $750,000, as well as in-kind support of $1.5 million from Environment Canada for their water research. Not all provincial governments have been willing to dig deep to support the Canada Excellence Research Chair program at universities in their regions. But the Saskatchewan government, just as it did when we built Canada's only synchrotron and when we undertook the International Vaccine Centre project, has demonstrated once again its strong financial commitment to spurring world-class research, training, and innovation. Thank you, Minister Norris. I should tell you, I cannot begin to tell you how much this minister's vision, understanding, and determination have meant to us. I can't tell you. Thank you for your unflagging support over the past 2 years. This has been a wonderfully challenging program as we've worked our way through the stages of the highly competitive selection process that was involved in the CERC chair. Thank you for recognizing that this CERC initiative will provide outstanding learning and training opportunities for U of S students, and that it will enhance the U of S as a destination of choice for top students and researchers. We're grateful not only for the $10 million from your government, but also for the in-kind contribution of the use of equipment and infrastructure that will be provided by the Saskatchewan Research Council, also on our campus. To you, Dr. Weider, as others have said before me, I want to repeat how delighted we are that you have agreed to lead our CERC. With your stellar international reputation, your stunning scientific achievements, your high-level research links around the globe, you're the ideal researcher to lead and to implement this exciting initiative. Welcome to Canada and to our campus. When our senior executive team went to Ottawa to meet with the CERC selection panel in January, we had to demonstrate why the University of Saskatchewan is the best place in Canada for such a major investment in this much-needed area of research. One of the factors in our success, in addition to our world-class facilities, was the outstanding track record of our more than 65 faculty researchers across campus who are working in water-related areas, many of you here today. One of our major advantages in this field is that we have 5 superb Canada Research Chairs in water-related areas. This is formidable intellectual power that will serve as a strong foundation for our new Water Security Institute. In addition, we have 3 new graduate schools in public policy, public health, and environment and sustainability. And these will work closely with our new Water Security Institute as we develop the public policy implications that are associated with the research that goes on. Water security challenges will require interdisciplinary solutions. And I'm pleased to announce that the CERC initiative will provide a seed research fund of $3 million, which will be available to U of S researchers on a competitive basis to foster interdisciplinary research that fits with CERC research themes. In closing, Karen said only a few words, a few more than a few, but nevertheless important words. I want to thank everyone across the university campus who worked and toiled on this initiative from day one to this very, very proud day. It takes a lot of effort from a lot of people, not always visible, not always publicly celebrated, but always terribly important in order for a process like this to conclude as successfully as this one had. And I want you to know that your contributions over the past 2 years have been marvelous. They have contributed to the success that we celebrate today. As a university, we're very proud to be one of 13 universities in Canada to be awarded one of these prestigious chairs. I have every confidence that it will advance our leading areas of research and help secure for the University of Saskatchewan an honored place among the best universities across our country and around the world. That was the ambition of Walter Murray, the first president of the university, and that is our ambition today. Again, welcome, Dr. Weider. Delighted to have you with us.
Thank you very much, President Mckinnon. Well, now I get the wonderful opportunity now to say a few words about Dr. Howard Weider, whom we've been so fortunate to recruit as one of our newest members of our University of Saskatchewan's team. Before I do so, I was just reflecting on my way into work this morning that it was almost a year ago today. I remember that July morning, I was holidaying up at Emma Lake when I had the opportunity to meet Howard, albeit over the phone. And it was my responsibility and my pleasure to tell Dr. Weider why the University of Saskatchewan, the city of Saskatoon, the province of Saskatchewan was the only place that he needed to come to lead the world. Or as one of my colleagues would say, absolute world domination. And when I reflected upon, in some ways, what a great backdrop to my first conversation and my first introduction to Dr. Weider, water security and Emma Lake in Saskatchewan. Well, let me tell you a few words about Dr. Weider. Of course, as you've heard, he's a world expert in hydrological science and sustainable water resource management. He holds a PhD in hydrology from Bristol University and a first-class degree in engineering science from the University of Cambridge. He has most recently served as a professor of hydrology and director of the Environment Forum at the United Kingdom's Imperial College in London. He has extensive international experience in studying and advising on flood, water resource, and water quality issues. He has contributed to the World Climate Research Program's Global and Energy and Water Cycle Experiment Initiative and to the UNESCO's International Hydrological Program. He was president of the British Hydrological Society and is a fellow of the UK's Royal Academy of Engineering, the Institution of Civil Engineers, and the American Geophysical Union. He has published over 200 peer-reviewed papers and 6 books, and has won several academic awards, including the prestigious Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz International Prize for Water. Professor Weider has probed globe water issues as diverse as the impact of pulp mills in Argentina, dams in Hungary, and a proposed nuclear waste repository in Nevada. His current research interests are focused in hydrology and water resources, with a wide-ranging application including surface and groundwater hydrology and water quality and waste management. Please, everyone, welcome our University of Saskatchewan's Canada Excellence Research Chair in Water Security, Dr. Howard Weider.
Well, MP Trost, Minister Norris, President Mckinnon, distinguished guests, colleagues and friends, it is indeed a very special day for me and I think for all of us here, and it's a really great pleasure to actually be able to be with you for the day of this momentous announcement. Karen, I'd like to thank you for your kind remarks and really all the help that you've given me in helping me to come to the right decision in moving here to join with you. So today is not a day for long speeches, but it is a day of great significance for the university, for the province, for Canada, and potentially, if we do our job, for the world. And so there are some things that should be said, and I would like to say. First of all, today is a day of celebration. Collectively, we have created an unprecedented opportunity to carry out new world-leading research into water security, research that is needed and research that makes a difference. But with that success comes the acceptance of the responsibility and intellectual challenge in delivering our vision. And this is acceptance certainly by me, but also in this collective enterprise by the whole university community. I believe it's a day of some real historical significance. It captures the moment of a fundamental change in society's recognition of the challenges the world now faces for water security. And I believe that recognition has been a key to our funding success. So let me say a few words about our achievement. We've heard from President Mckinnon that the CERC award is the largest investment ever made in a chair by the University of Saskatchewan. But more than that, it's probably the largest single endowment in water anywhere in the world. This has required an extraordinary effort on the part of many players. It's required vision and leadership from the federal government in creating this ambitious CERC program, from the university in recognizing the need for a water initiative and its inherent potential, and for our partners in the province and, as we've heard, in Environment Canada. for their enthusiastic and unstinting endorsement and support, which included Minister Norris phoning me at home in the UK, telling me I just had to come here. It was but as President Mckinnon has said, this enterprise has required very much unseen effort by many within the university to put together what was a world-class proposal. There are too many to name here, but there's one exception that I have to make, and I need to mention Carsten Lieber. Carsten was instrumental in winning the first round of the federal competition. He established our base camp for the assault on the summit. We can also hold him responsible for inventing eco-toxico hydrology. But more than that, it's involved many of you here today. You may not have been aware of it, but the outstanding strength of the proposal was the really remarkable range and depth of water-related research across the university on which this initiative builds. And I would like to thank all of you for making this award possible. So let me turn to water and to the context for water security and to our ambitions. Water is our most precious resource, but it's facing unprecedented challenges. At the most basic level of social need, close to 1/6 of the world's population, that's nearly 1 billion people, lacks access to safe drinking water. And in the developed world, we followed a path of attempting to meet ever-increasing demands for water by ever-increasing abstractions, to meet the needs for domestic water use, for food, for energy, for industry, and to dilute and transport our wastes. The result has been unsustainable development, and sadly that's been the rule and not the exception, and often with severe costs for the natural environment. Around the world, groundwater levels are in decline, major rivers are running dry. But at the same time, the water environment is facing unprecedented threats, not just from over-abstraction, but from pollution and from environmental change, changing land use and land management, changing climate. These are worldwide issues, but also of fundamental strategic importance for Canada, and particularly for this part of Canada. The South Saskatchewan River is reaching limits for abstraction. Pollution is changing water quality and creating eutrophication. And climate change is changing Canada's land and its water. Glaciers are retreating, permafrost is melting. And one of the largest land use changes Canada has seen has been associated with warmer winters, the large-scale forest death due to beetle infestation. So it's a time of challenge, but in the face of these challenges, I think that the award of the CERC marks a recognition of the need for change. Around the world, people are realizing that a paradigm shift in water management is required. There is acknowledgement that our renewable resources are finite and under stress, that there's a need to manage competing demands and to adapt to change. And water security is now seen as a preeminent issue by world leaders. The problems that society now faces are complex and multifaceted. New science, technologies, and modeling tools are needed to enable society to understand and manage change, to enable our federal and provincial colleagues to make the hard choices needed for water management and environmental protection. Our goal is to develop these for application to Canada and the world. But the problems are large, and they cannot be any longer addressed by single disciplines working in isolation. We will need to draw disciplines together: hydrology, ecology, toxicology, here agriculture, soil science, geochemistry. We need to draw on the full breadth of our disciplinary strengths and lead the way with respect to the scientific understanding, particularly of high latitude environments. And our new knowledge must be translated into tools, technologies, and guidance for policymakers and for the public. And to address this, we need a new paradigm in the linkage between science and society. These are large ambitions, but through the chair, the water-related researchers across the university are being given unprecedented resources. I greatly look forward to joining you all in Saskatoon and working with you all to achieve these goals. This is a unique opportunity for us all in Saskatoon to develop world-leading research that makes a difference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Howard. I'm sure everyone here is excited and eager for your work to start, and also looking forward to the tremendous impacts it will bring to not only our community, but to the province, to the nation, and to the globe. We look forward to the formal launch in the fall time.